Hi guys, and welcome back to Hilltop Farm. Today I'm going to show you how to make pectin, an organic pectin, and it's made only from apple peelings and apple cores. So what could be better? It's virtually free. Now what I've done is, after the apple harvest, we peeled and cored all the apples. We made our apple sauces, we made our apple pie fillings, did everything we needed to do with the apples, and these got put in the freezer. Now, if you don't have your own apple tree and you don't have an apple harvest and process them in one hit, you could keep a bag in the freezer, and every time you or the kids have an apple, put the peelings and the cores in the freezer and just wait till you've got enough. Now, rule of thumb is I've filled this with all of my cores and peels. I've put enough water in there that if you push them down, they're only just submerged. You see that? So there's only just enough water. I would imagine 1, maybe 2 inches below the surface. Okay? Once you've got it like that, and that's all it is, it's just the peels and the cores and the water. Alright? And then you put it on the stove. Okay, now we've got the pot on the heat. What we do is we bring it up to the boil. Once it's at the boil, we turn it down to a gentle simmer and we leave it here for about 2 hours, checking it and stirring it about every 15 minutes. So when it's done that 2 hours, we'll be back. Okay, once we've boiled it for 2 hours, well, simmered it, boiled it sounds a bit vigorous, simmered it for 2 hours, this is what you'll be left with. Now, all this has to be strained through a cloth. Okay, now we're just going to take a regular sieve. If you've got a piece of muslin or something like that, that's wonderful, but I don't. So, I'm taking a cotton pillowcase, immaculately clean of course, and we are going to pass this through. Now it will take some time because I do not want it forced through. Okay, you want to skim all the scum and the muck out of it. You don't want to push it through. So as I say, we do it slowly and carefully in batches. Now what is left, put in a bowl. You can give it to your pigs or your chickens or your ducks or whatever animals you have. If you don't have animals suitable, then your compost. Don't throw it in the bin. And now we do a bit more. It is very hot, so be careful. Okay, and we'll be back when we've strained it all through. Okay, now we've got all that strained off, and it might take you some hours, but persevere, it will eventually drain through. Once you've done that, return it to the heat and get it up to a boil. Now, the liquid you're left with, you're going to have to reduce that by anywhere from a half down to a third even of the quantity you had. So quite a long process. As you can see, it's this reddy brown colour. So we'll come back once this is reduced down and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, now our pectin has reduced. It's only taking up maybe 2 inches in the bottom of this. Okay, and that's what you want. It smells lovely and appley, which is also what you want. I do think good aromas are so important in the kitchen, I really do. Now what we have to do with this, it's got to have one more final sieve, strain. So run it once more through your cheesecloth. There are no major bits in that. It's just to get any film, you know, anything furry that we don't really want in there, get that out. And then once we've done that, we put it back in here. Okay, and then it's ready for canning. And that, my friends, is how you make pectin. I will can it up probably into half-pint jars, and I know they say it is, but it's not like baking. Really, this is not an exact science like baking. I put about a half-pint jar of pectin into jam that's probably, what, 2 to 3 kilos worth of fruit, something like that. If I'm making a double batch, obviously twice as much pectin. But that's generally what I do. So, if you want to come back for the next video, I'll be showing you how to can the pectin, and then it's on your shelf for when you need it next. Okay? So, if you like the video, hit like, hit subscribe so you don't miss another video, and thank you for joining us. Bye!